All right, Manju, let's see if we can get this going here. It looks like it's recording. I've got part of my screen showing on the video apparently. And since I have a larger screen, maybe it won't all show, but you can see the part here that is the market depth trader, which is what I use. You can also do book trader, which will do the same thing. It's just a ladder type trading platform, and you can install the buttons here just like you would on Market Depth Trader. Pretty much anywhere that you're able to trade in IB, you can do the same thing. But we're going to stick with the one that I normally use, which is Market Depth Trader, because it shows the level 2 sales right here, and that's typically what I use. Anyways, on my platform, you can see here I've got 125 buy and sell, 250, 350. These are market orders without any brackets attached. These all have brackets attached here. And then I have scalp trades and limit orders. Everything on here consists of a market order. These are market orders, and then these are limit orders. But you set them up however you deem necessary for you. And then I use separate hotkeys, as I think I've said in my emails before, in terms of getting in and out of bobble orders or setting up for gap trades. Just as an example here on Disney on this chart, if I were to click my 100 share button, it's going to turn this into a blue line here, which is where I would set my price at. If I click that mouse button once now after I've activated the hotkey, it's going to put a bracket order in around that price. So I just entered a 100 share limit order for 99.41 because that's where I clicked, which would in this case get me in the trade immediately. If I had placed that down below the current price right there, then it would trigger me into the order as the price comes down. And you can set your profit taker wherever you want up here, or you can set your stop loss wherever you want, either before or after you're in the trade. You just need to go in after you've hit the transmit button right here. This will change to update if you've made a move, and you just hit the update button and it will correct that. I can also go in here and change the number of shares. If I don't like the 100, let's say I want to get in 150, I can do that, or 300 or whatever, but I have different hotkeys set up for different levels of shares based on my particular needs. You could do the same. And you can also change the order type. So if you went in here and you did put this above the price because you wanted to enter it in, let's say on the break of let's say 99.50, just for sake of argument, you could change this to a stop limit order and change that to 99.51, change the limit price to whatever range you want in terms of allowing you to get into the order without having it jump way past you. So let's say I want a 7-cent spread or 6-cent spread. Now the order will trigger at 99.51, and the most I'll pay is 99.57. So I can adjust that up or down, or if you don't care how much you pay, you just want to make sure that you get into the order, you would set that as a stop order, and now your trigger is 99.51, and it will fill as a market order once it reaches that level. Anyways, I know we didn't talk about that specifically, but that's how I do the hotkey orders. So back to the hot buttons in the market order. You would go and let's see if I can show this here. If we go back up here to the new window, you're going to click on market depth, and that's going to pull up this order entry window down here. And that's what I'm using for this area. To set these buttons up, you're just going to click on this little wrench icon right here. That will pull that window up. And as you can see, I use it under market depth here on the left-hand side, and then buttons is what you're going to set up in this window right over here. So to create a new button, the easiest way for me is once you have something in there, you can just copy and create a new one. But let's say we're creating one for the first time. So we're going to go into the new button here, pulls up this little configure window. You need to select an action. So in this case, it says add auto stop order. What we want to do is select buy, because we're just going to create a market order to buy whatever it is we want. In this case, we want to set it up for your purposes for 100 shares. So the action is going to be buy. The size, we're going to put absolute because we want it to be exactly what we're saying. I'm going to enter in 100 for 100 shares. The order type is important. You want to put it in as a market order because you want that to transmit instantly. So that's a market order. And that's pretty much all you want for that. So if you just want to get in and out, you're just going to do 100 shares at market. You push this button that we're going to create and it will buy at whatever the market price it'll fill at. And you are now 100 shares long of whatever stock you want. If you wanted to make some changes and say make this a profit taker, you could put a bracket order. You could create a bracket order with this button or create additional buttons that did different functions by using the target order profit taker here. You would set a limit order. You would set your profit amount, whatever you want it to be. You could attach a stop order down here. And you could set whatever you want your stop to be. Let's say it's like Chris would do, 30 cents below whatever your entry price is normally. And you would typically, let's see, get in and out, based on that. So anyways, again, that's not what you're asking in this particular video. So let's get out of this for a minute. There's a lot of flexibility here that you can do for different things, as you can see. So we've created a buy order at market price for 100 shares. We're going to color this red. And that says buy market. I would change it to buy, just double click on that, 100. Well, oh, I have to turn off generate label, I'm sorry. So there's buy 100 market. And then this is important. If you want it to go as soon as you hit the button, you've got to click this transmit order instantly. Go ahead and click through the, the warning message. And now you've created a button. Let's see, where did it put it? Right here, buy 100 market. And then you hit apply, and that's what that's going to do. So that's the way to do that. If you want to create the other one, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go in, but this time you're going to create sell instead of buy. I'm just showing you what I already have up here. You'll go to label it however you want. In this case, 100, sell 100 market, or because it's red, that says sell anyways. Go here and choose your color. And I just put red on that other one, didn't I? It should have been blue for buy and red for sell. Anyways, sell down here. Make sure you've got your number of shares under absolute. It's 100 shares, and you want to do it at market, and you're transmitting the order instantly when you hit that button. So that's all good there. This is the one we created, and this should have been blue to buy. No big deal. We change it. Click OK. Once I hit apply, it shows up over in my market depth trader over here. And in this case, it's right here. Now I have a lot of buttons. You can make, you can spread this out, create the size larger, smaller as you see fit, and they'll all squeeze in there depending on how much room you give it. But try to keep those all organized so I kind of know where they are. So I don't want this because I already have one of these over here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. If you wanted to create another one, like I was talking about earlier, just highlight that, say duplicate, and now you've created the exact same button, but if you hit edit, you can go in here and just change that to sell 100, and you're going to change that to red, and now you've got its counter to the other one. So there's your buy 100 at market and your sell 100 at market, but I didn't label it sell, I just still had buy on there. So go up there, put sell in, and click OK, and now both of those buttons are there. Once I hit apply, the other one shows up right here. Now there's my buy 100 at market and sell 100 at market, which is exactly what you were asking for, I believe. Let me double check your email again. Yep, buy 100 blue, sell 100 red, and then 200 and 500. So you're just going to do the same thing for the next ones. You're going to duplicate, go in, edit, change this to 500, or 300 was your first one. Make sure you change the name so you know what it is up here. And now you've got your 300 share market order right there. And this, so keep doing it. Duplicate. You want to do the red one this time because you want to do the sell side. So duplicate, click, edit, and 300. And change this to 300. And you're good to go there. So there's your 300 buy and your 300 sell market order buttons. And again, those are instantaneous as long as you have clicked on this little window right down here to transmit the order instantly. Otherwise, when you click on it, it will come up with another box that says, do you want to transmit this? And you don't want to take the time for that if you are trying to do this stuff instantly. And for the 500, you're doing the same thing. You know, duplicate, change it to 500, and go ahead and back out. I'm removing these because I don't need them. And I'm hitting apply, and I'm back to my normal ones here. So hopefully that helps you out. If you have any other questions, we'll see how this little video thing goes, and we'll go from there. And have a good evening. Talk to you later.